In this video, we're going to go over Litecoin, and this is my price prediction for 2021. If you've got coins that you want me to have a look at, leave it in the comments below and I'll get to it this week. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell to see those videos get made. Thank you. Right, this is the Litecoin chart. This is the chart ever since the beginning, from the inception of time, back in 30th of April 2013. So the great thing about Litecoin is that we have a lot of data to go back on. I am all data driven and historically driven when I look at the charts. None of what I do is based on hype or news or use case of coin. I just look for coins that have done cycles before. The more the better, because then we have historically more to go on and we can make more accurate predictions. Obviously, not everything I say in this video is going to resonate with everyone. And I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just someone who looks at the charts. I love all of this, I backdate all of my theories, and I try to give the most neutral opinion in these videos as possible. Before we start projecting where the price is going, we need to see where it's been. And to do that, we use the Fibonacci extension tool. So using the top of the 2013 market, which for Litecoin happened on the 27th of November 2013, or around that time, it did then drop all the way down to this level right here, way all the way down just a month, 2 months later. The drop in price was actually about 97%. So when we look at bear markets for Litecoin, let's see, from the 2017 bull market to the bottom, there's a 93.8% drop there. So we can expect anywhere between 97 and 93. It would be my estimation that we would see kind of a less than a 93% correction for this one, because that's just the way the trend is going. So with that in mind, we use the Fibonacci extension tool, top of the first market to the bottom of the first ever bear market for Litecoin. And as we do that with the Fibonacci's, we can see that the upper end of these Fibonacci extension tools at the 4.236 extension, you can see the price stopped around this area. It was a good gauge of the top of the market. Yes, it overextended, it came back down. When it retraced, it hit the top of the market here. So let's have a look to see if we can do that for the next cycle. So let's take our Fibonacci extension. So we take the top of the 2017 market to the bottom of the 2017 market. We start to get a projection based on historical data of where the top of Litecoin is to be. Now I want to draw immediately attention to this double top pattern here. So you can see there was a double top. Let's see if I can get my pen here. There was a top here. It's almost like a double bottom and a double top. There is an argument to say that a double top is quite a bearish position, and that makes sense for the price to drop down here. But I wanted to bring up something that makes me think otherwise. Historically, Litecoin has made significant moves with the rest of the market. This happened right here for the altcoin season. Another one happened here for that last push in 2017, and it obviously happened right here. We haven't seen anything like that this cycle. So if we are looking at a repeat in history, the way that it looks right here, we have to look for other double top patterns. And that double top pattern, you could actually make the argument for it being right here. If I draw that right here, peaks up here, makes a kind of a W pattern, and there was another moment in time where we touched that top again. So there's 2 points on this resistance line, and on this one there were 2 points on this resistance line. So let's draw that one in as well. 2 points and 2 points. So let's see how it looks. At the top of this, when it did make that double tap on this line, what did it go on to do? So let's take this as an example and let's move it to where we are today. Just like last time, we're using this peak of the market as the second top in the double top pattern, just as it was in the past, so I aligned that perfectly. What we see here is quite interesting, because using this Fibonacci extension tool, we are seeing that we think that the top of the market's going to be around that $1,500 mark for Litecoin. This fractal showing the last kind of the second touch on the double top pattern, which was right here. If we took a fractal from that moment and put it exactly where we are when we did the second top this time round, we can see that yes, things might have taken a bit longer this time. it might be more extended like that. And actually, you could probably make the argument to say it was probably about here as well, because you can see there was a big dip right when there was a big dip. There's a rise right when there was a rise before, another little dip down, and then the push up. So I'd say, based on the fractal, we are at that moment where, I mean, look right here. We're at this moment here where there was to be an increase, and the increase that we'd be looking at based on last time would be about a 273% increase. So based on that fractal, based on that was last time, that happened last time in 2017, and if we were to see that again, then we would be looking at the upper end of this Fibonacci extension, which is really interesting because it's really fun when two indicators converge and they show conducive results. So what we are looking for in terms of the end of this bull run, in my opinion, would be $1,500 for Litecoin. However, I would be starting to release my bags of Litecoin, not financial advice, I'm just some guy on the internet, but anywhere around this kind of $1,150 all the way up, maybe ladder out all the way up to the 1,500 mark. That's what I would say is to happen for this market for Litecoin. In terms of actual price movement from today, that would be looking at anywhere between kind of 600 to 800% increase from this moment. So that's a 6 to 8x from here. Historically speaking, Litecoin is a really strong one to go for. It's proven what it does every single time. If we measure the price action from the 2013 bull market, that was a 3,000% increase that time. If we look at the growth from the bottom of the market last time to the top of the market last time, you're looking at a wild 32,000% increase there. And so far in this cycle, we have gone up at maximum 1,715%. So we do have a lot more to grow in Litecoin, and I would project up there, at the 1,500 mark. And there will be people that disagree with me, but there might even be people who think it's going higher. But based on history and the way it's done before, we do have a lot more to grow because the Fibonacci extensions do replicate themselves. They make sense. We do this like this. You can see the top of the market came in, projected by the top of the 2013 market. We just do the same thing because historically it's worked, and we can see we haven't even made our way truly past the all-time highs on our way up to the top of the Fibonacci extension, and even overextending as it does. Last time we can see that it overextended from the top of Fibonacci. It overextended 69%. If we were to put 69% on the top of this bull market, we would be up there at the $1,659 region. But we don't want to be trading in these blow off top areas. We want to be trading at these areas in the Fibonacci extensions where we know predictably there's going to be some more movement around those areas so that we can make our trades. Now, should that be the case, that we get up to this 1,503 mark, we can expect that 95% pullback from there. So if we take it from here, from the top of this coming market, and drop it down by 95%, let's even just say 93%, that means, interestingly, look, 93% exactly, we come to an area that has been support for this cycle. Two touches on it here, some difficulty around here, resistance here, resistance right here. It just makes sense for the coin to come back down to this area at some point. Interestingly, that is the 0.236 Fibonacci extension, and that would be $105 as your buy point at the bottom of the bear market. So we're looking at that being next December 2022. Now, the bottom of the market in 2013 did actually come in 410 days after the peak, and for the 2017 market, it came down in 356 days. So if you take the average of those two, you're probably looking at 380 or so days from the peak of the market to when you'll be buying again at these prices, like the $105 mark for Litecoin. Now, of course, there will be people watching this video that really don't like hearing me say that we're going to see $105 Litecoin again, but it's just the way it is. These numbers repeat. We always come back down to these levels. History shows that we come down 95, 93% with Litecoin. So if we do make the top of the Fibonacci extension, which it usually has, we're going to come down 93% again. It's going to happen again. And this is where it takes us, into this area. even if we overextend that 60% or so that we mentioned before, that still means a 93% drop from that moment takes us right again to this kind of area here. Let me just draw another line. So anywhere between the $122 mark to the $105 mark is the range that we're coming down to in the bear market for Litecoin. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Litecoin for the top of the market in 2021, and actually I've even given you a little Easter egg there of where I think it's going for 2022. We grew our subscriber base by like 20 subscribers in the last video, so you guys are really enjoying these videos. If you've got any coins that you want me to make videos about coming up in the following weeks, then please do hit subscribe and hit the notification bell to see those videos come out. I make videos on cryptocurrency and personal finance and even motivation to get you through these hard times in the market. So if you want to stick around and join under 100 subscribers, I always liken this to getting into Bitcoin, like when it was a cent. That's what it is, getting into my channel at 52 subscribers. I hope I see you in the following videos. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.